Hey, what's up, guys? Got a Wi-Fi battle here. UU, this time it's against friggin' Alina. I've really got to make a new UU team because I've noticed that pretty much every single time I use this team, the battles are really, like, gastronomically long. And, it's like Trick Room, and you guys have seen this team like 647 times by now. So I figure by now I've realized that setting up Trick Room against slow Pokemon is a bad idea, so I just decided to go straight out to my V-Create machine and kill another Bronzong with a base 180 power fire move, because that does not get old. That really doesn't. Like, if you ever friggin' like, okay, put this into perspective, right? You get a pile of leaves, right? And you put it on top of an ant, right? You set the leaves on fire, kill the ant, and then repeat that for like 5 hours. You know what you have? You have Minecraft. But anyway, that's beside the point. So he goes into Garrus. She goes into Garrus. I'm sorry. She goes into Garrus, and I go out to friggin' Tangbroth, because Tangbroth is pretty good at dealing with Garruses. And I know I can live any hit that she wants to throw at me, barring maybe Life Orb Ice Beam. I think that might hurt a little bit. In fact, I might actually kill. So she goes out to chase. Good move on her part. I mean, there's really nothing that Chase can do, or there's really nothing that Tangrowth can do to Shaman, or at least this Tangrowth can do to Shaman. So, because if I sleep anything with Natural Cure, I just predict it's going to switch out next turn and always use Sleep again. Like, it's just an instinct. But, it doesn't work, and I actually do pay the price for it, as Chase remains fast asleep, but he wakes up, and he Sleet Flares me, and it hits, and it hurts like a motherfucker. I mean, Piccolo's got max HP, and freaking Jesus Christ. I Stone Edge, predicting a switch to Chandelure that I know she has, and it's just, yeah, it didn't really work out too well. I would have been better off using Dynamic Punch. Unfortunately, not what it works out. She uses Seed Flare, it misses, doesn't really matter. I'm Bug Steel with max HP, it would have done shit. So she goes out to Garrus, and which is female. I find that funny. But yeah, she goes out to Garrus, and I think I double switched there, actually. Yeah, it was a double switch, and I go out to Rodriguez, because I forget why. I forget why I switched into Rodriguez or what I was predicting, but well, I switched into Rodriguez so I could get up a Trick Room or something. It ended up working in my favor because she's Substitute, and it doesn't really affect me in any way because, you know, I still have, you know, the whole priority thing going on with the whole Trick Room thing, because I'm like slow, and because I'm slow I'm fast, and yes. So Shadow Ball hurts like hell, and brings me down to actually rather low, which then tells me that she's Life Orb, and then the damage that she takes tells me she's Life Orb as well. So, yeah, stating the obvious aside, I switch because I don't feel like dying yet, and I go back out to Piccolo. I believe it's just Death Fodder. Or was it a double switch? Was it a double switch? Was I amazing? Yes, it was a double switch. That's right. I double switched. I double switched because I figured that she didn't want to take another Scald. Because, yeah, ignore what I said earlier. I forgot Trick Room was up. But yeah, I double switched predicting that she didn't want to take another Scald and predicted Kingdra to come back in. So I went out to Piccolo and gave it a Dynamic Punch to the face. Unfortunately, it didn't kill and didn't get hit with Confusion, so she destroys me with friggin' Dragon Pulse, and I die. I also noticed that all of her Garruses are female. That's... yeah. So, yes, down goes both of them, whatever. Go back out to Duck Dodger, safe switch into pretty much anything. And not just anything she has, just really anything. So, goes out to another female Garrus, and I Ice Beam that. Does a bunch, and she will use Stone Edge, predicting... I forget. I actually forget, but yeah, she switches, goes out to friggin' Chandelure, as I set up another Trick Room, as she was predicting Ice Beam, and, you know, not a bad move, just whatever. So, I Thunderbolt because I'm faster, and, if she substituted there, that would have made me feel really sad, because she could have been able to get it off. But, yeah. Wait, no, actually, no, she would have died from Life Orb, so ignore what I just said. So, yeah, Fire Blast. Fire Blast is a lot, and I Thunderbolt the incoming Garrus, so I'm like, oy, 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 oy. So she baits me hook, line, and sinker as I try and Ice Beam the Garrus, and in comes another Garrus, this time genderless Garrus, and I Ice Beam and the Cobalion, and of course it does nothing because it's the Cobalion, and it's part steel and stuff, and Ice doesn't do much to steel. Ice doesn't really do much to anything aside from, flying dragon and ground, but yes, so close combat, it'll do a bunch because it's like stab and stuff. Well, actually, it didn't really do much of anything now that I think about it. Most of that damage with a Stealth Rock, because Stealth Rock hurts. But I actually completely forgot that Cobalions tend to run Stone Edge, and I die. So, yeah, see you later, friggin' Victini. At least you killed a Bronzong. That's always fun. So, yes, down goes Victini, and now I'm like, alright, so I'll go to my physical tank wall pile of friggin' hairspray, and I'm gonna sleep powder something. So, switches in to a friggin' Shaman to get sleep powdered. Put Chase to sleep, probably with one of my goddamn stories. I go, well, say at work, I pushed a broom around, and I cleaned the store. Anyway, and, yeah, so, that was my very poor attempt at snoring. It sounded like he was choking on a friggin', ending that discussion. But anyway, unfortunately, I earthquaked predicting Cobalion to come back in for some reason, and she rested. That made me feel really bad because Power Whip would have killed, and I was like, God fucking damn it! And so I sleep powder, and she, goddamn, why do I keep saying he? She avoided it and goes back into her female Garrus, and I predicted that and sleep powdered it, so now that female Garrus is completely useless. So, yes, because sleep is kind of sort of overpowered in this generation. So, go out to Lancelot to wreck some shit up, because Lancelot's amazing, and nothing Garrus can do, because she's asleep. And she switches and goes out to Chandelure, because Chandeleur's got the best chance of living a Mega Horn, because, it's times 4, not very effective, but Chandelure does not have the defense to take a friggin' Choice Banded Mega Horn from a friggin' Escavalier. So, Hidden Power, I was really hoping this wasn't fire, and, when I heard the wah instead of the whoosh, I was like, yes! Which tells me that it's ice. So, yeah, ice still would have hurt Tangrowth a lot, so I'm really glad that it wasn't able to, stay awake and, destroy Tangrowth. Otherwise, I'd really be fucked. So, yes, in comes Cobalion, and nothing I can do to this because it's, steel and friggin' fighting, which is times 4, not very effective. It did a bunch to friggin' Chandelure, but I don't think it would do very much to Garrus. I don't know why. So, I resist both of his stabs, so I predict that Stone Edge, even after Swords Dance, won't be able to destroy me, and that was correct. I do live with 53, and I'm able to get a Trick Room up, which is very nice, and Rodriguez, you have done your job. You're really never able to kill anything, ever, to be honest. So Scald actually does a lot more than I was expecting. I was like, whoa, Jesus! Friggin' Rodriguez is stronger than I thought. Unless that, crit and I wasn't paying attention, which would not surprise me. So, yeah. Garrus is weak, or one of her Garruses. Actually, both of her Garruses are weak. And I go out to a Tangrowth, and since I'm faster, I go for the Earthquake. And I was thinking after -1 defense it would kill, but it doesn't. So... I guess Cobalion is, not very strong in the special defensive side, but pretty beefy in the defensive side. I really don't know anything about 5th gen. It's funny, we're in black and white too. Well, okay, I'm still in black and white 1 because I'm a hipster, but friggin' I still know nothing about it. I feel so bad. But yes, in will come Crocodile, which will die to a Power Whip, and that is GG, Elena. It was great fun battling you. I'd never battled you before. Go give her channel a look at, and give her a subscribe if you like her. And she uploaded our battle 2 months ago, so yeah, bye.